nutrition basically is just 80% psychology and 20% mechanics. So it's, if you're able to get there in your head, it's automatic that you're going to get there. It's really automatic. It's as simple as that. It may be, you might have, you might have that struggle physically, but because you were able to get there mentally, you won't give up. It's as simple as that. So 80%, you know how high that is? It's like the passing grade in school is what? 75? This is, you're talking 80 here. So it's automatic, you're gonna make it. Just don't do that thing that you're doing that you keep yourself going down. So that's one of the important things. Another thing is, there's so many things that we know, we thought we know. So what we know is basically just 10%. How many of you have seen this before? Or a similar one?
Johari window is quite similar, but
yeah,
it has a quadrant, but this one is different.
Yeah. What you know is actually just 10%. And we thought we know a lot, right? What you know you don't know is actually 15%, which is good too, because at least you know what you don't know. But the biggest part, which is the 75% of it, is what you don't know. You don't know. It's like you're pretending you know this thing, and somebody comes along and see through you, and you actually don't know, and you're not open to it to learn more. So this is where the problem is. Success lies in this part. So we have to basically increase what we know, increase what we know that we don't know, and basically eliminate the things that we don't know about. It's that simple. So success basically is an effect. So you can't say, I can't do this, I can't do that. If we're doing something right, success will be the automatic effect. It has a formula. It has, you're good in math, right? You would know that success has a formula too. And if we're smart, we'd find out what is that formula, right? And a lot of people, they want success, they go through one thing, one endeavor, they don't even look for what success looks like with this endeavor that they went into. So they don't know. If they have arrived in Success Town, they don't even know. Is this Success Town? I don't know, because I don't know what success is for me, for example. Right? Because this is success and this is failure, and it's like this one is here, this one's over here. But some people would say, maybe I go this way first a bit, then maybe because it's more fun here, right? And then we'll just go maybe a little bit back on the other side, so that it will be success. Or sometimes you say, this is the formula of success, for example, 1, 2, 3. And we have this intelligent brain of us decides, now that doesn't sound really interesting or fun, so I'd probably try 1, 3, 2. Oh, it doesn't work. But it's more exciting. But hey, I would just try again. 1, 3, 2. But see, the formula was 1, 2, 3, right? From the beginning, it was 1, 2, 3, but we never really followed through with that formula because we don't have the span, the patience or the span of attention to follow through. So we lose it. We're like, we started great, really great, but then along the way, we lose it. And a lot of times, it takes us forever to get there. And some people die wondering what happened. But it's as simple as that, following that formula. And once you are able to dial in that formula, that becomes a habit. Success becomes a habit. Whatever you get into becomes your habit. Just the same way as some people get into a failure mode or failure pattern, and it just kept going on and on and on. Nothing wrong with the person, but because friends, family, the mother, the father, the brother, the sister are hitting on them and they believed it. They were programmed that, yeah, well, I'm a failure, and you accept it. So these are really obstacles to success. That there are actually about 5,000 firewalkers in New York, and that's where I participated. So when I decided I'm gonna go to North Pole, I said I'm not ready. Although I have a long years of reading and helping myself, finding out what would work, and really putting on a cellular level. But when you have really decided something as important as going to the North Pole, you realize you're not enough. Something is still missing in you to be able to make that leap from where you are to where you want to go. So when you realize that, you really have to find the tools and strategies to make sure that you make it. My firewalk was actually about 4.5 meters. Since there's a lot of us, it was pitch dark, and you can just see the fire pit, and there were like a dozen fire pits, and I have to, walk the pit. I knew I can make it, but there's this thing in your head that says you're gonna get burned, So that thing has to be quieted. It has to be stopped. So before I actually stepped on the fire, I took a very deep breath and continue walking as if I was just walking on the sand. And I finished it in 10 steps. And that was it. And then I look back and I'm like, I just did it. I want another one, but they won't allow me. Because there's just too many of us. So that helped me, that solidified my belief that I really can do anything when I put my mind to it. And apart from that, after the firewalk, I actually did a quantum leap. So it was more of, kasi when we get into a rut, sometimes we think, oh, I'm not successful, but you're actually way up on a ledge, and you just got stuck there, and you don't know how to scale the mountain, for example. So you need help, you need tools, you need strategies to make sure you can climb up the ledge, scale the ledge. And so this helped me to be able to do that. So it's bridging the gap to where you are to where you want to go. So I had that quantum leap, and I really transitioned really well from where I was mentally to where I want to go mentally. So that's the basic in preparation for anything. So that's 80% of the process. At the same time, I would like to meet the guru. I consider him, a guru, because he's quite old. He's about 80 plus. He's 82, and I always wanted to meet Jim Brown. Unfortunately, I wasn't lucky enough to meet him anymore because he passed on. So he was the next best thing. So that was good enough. And he actually, asked, when was the last time you did something for the first time? And that was what I was preparing for at the North Pole. So I had to go through a lot of those preparations, and then in that training, I was able to meet a guy who actually wrote the direction for me on how to get to North Pole on a piece of a table napkin, but I lost it. So so I ended up finding it on my own instead.